Hi everyone, this is Esther Tanez, owner and founder of Esther Inc. Insurance Agency, continuing with the journey of an entrepreneur. What a fantastic day. It is February 14th. It's the opportunity to share your love with those that are important to you. I made sure I send my little text messages to my boys and, of course, hugged and kissed my youngest and sent a little message to my familia, my mom, my sisters. I hope you're taking this opportunity to say a great, I love you to that person that is important to you. But let's continue with the business plan. It is technically the last section of the business plan. It's marketing and sales. I absolutely love marketing and sales. I find it phenomenal. It's fantastic. After all, there is nothing that a business doesn't start until a sales is made. So it's very important. I'm sorry, I have to lower the volume a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, I hope you can hear me. So, very exciting. Section 6, last section. Next week, we hope to have a guest to talk about those that are looking for loans. Those are the last two sections officially if you're asking for funding. But if you're not asking for funding, this is the last section of your business plan. If you missed any of it, please go to our YouTube channel and you'll be able to see a lot of the steps that takes to writing a business plan. So let's get to it. Marketing and sales. I want to say hello to everyone right now that are joining me. I'll say a big hello, a big shout out at the end to everyone by their names. So I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. Okay, so I shared with you that when I first started, I did not have a logo. I didn't have a slogan. And all I had was acronyms in my name. And I wanted to sound like my name. So it was ESTIR. Many of you already know. And it sounds like Esther, and in Spanish, not so much. And I didn't think about that my clientele was going to be Latino. And unfortunately, I didn't think that they were going to pronounce it differently. So that was one mistake. So instead of them saying Esther, they say Estir, which is okay. I kind of got used to it. Actually, people think that's my actual name, which it isn't. And I'll remind you what the acronyms are. Is Esther Saldivar Taxes and Insurance Representative, when my last name was Saldivar at one time. So anyway, the point of marketing is to make sure people recognize your brand and that they associate it with your services. So when you're marketing, you should really try to have a design with your logo and your slogan and specifically colors that you are going to use continuously through your business. I, on the other hand, when I started advertising and print was big back in 1999, not so much today, I let the newspapers design. So they did some crazy stuff with my name, with my acronym, and I didn't know not to tell them to not do that. And of course, years passed by and I learned that quickly, that you have to keep it consistent and simple and recognizable. And of course I didn't. So that's the rule on marketing. Of course, in sales, you have to make sure that there are enough sales to sustain your business and meet your expenses. So when you're writing your business plan in section 6, you're going to have to start to think about what's going to be my marketing strategy. Now, back in 1999, it was newspaper, billboards, cable TV was big. It was the new thing. People were watching TV on cable channels. There was no real messages through texting. I don't even think it existed back then. Or email marketing wasn't so big back then. And definitely there was no social media. We didn't have Facebook, I don't think. And we definitely didn't have LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, and all those wonderful, you can go on and on and on. There's so many now, right? I think YouTube existed, and if it did, or it wasn't a big hit. So I did it the old-fashioned way. I did it with newspapers, magazines, cable TV, flyers, and making sure that the customers took a flyer and share it with their friends. So old school, not so much anymore. I do believe in flyers, by the way. I do send my customers flyers through the mail as they're sending notices. But needless to say, today is a whole different way of marketing. So what is going to be your marketing strategy? Are you going to do email texting, texting or your email? I love email. and texting, because texting, most people open the text. You'd be surprised how many people do not, remove themselves off of texting. So for me, texting works. Email, not so much. My client bases are, the majority are laborers, so they're not sitting at a desk looking at their emails. They are looking at their cell phones, and smartphones are across the board. Everybody has a smartphone today. So write down your marketing strategy. What's going to be your way of communicating with your clients? How are you going to let them know about your fabulous services and why they should come to you? And if you have anything special going on, if you have any sales going on, and whatever it is that you're going to use to get that client to come to you and stay connected to you, you have to write it down in this section. Then talk about your growth strategies. Are you going to increase human resources? You're going to have more people working for you so that they can go out and sell. Are you going to buy, other businesses, acquisitions, or are you going to franchise your business, which is a little complicated. It's not that easy. Or what we do in our office, we do cross-selling. And what that means is that when a client is with us and we find out that they own a business, let's say they come in for their auto, and we find out that they have a business or a home, we offer them other services, and because we do all types of insurance, so we want to make sure that that customer, we are fully taking care of them completely, and so we do cross-selling. So do you have more than one product that you can offer your client? Or increase locations. As you know, I opened a second business, or third business I should say, called Grassroots, where we are partnering up with bookkeepers and accountants and tax preparers, and now we have what's called a membership program where they can join our office and sell insurance through our site. So this is a way of increasing visibility and being able to make more sales. So that's your growth program. What is your growth program for your business? Also, what are going to be the channels of distribution? Are you going to do internal sales? Are you going to do this? What type of way are you going to get the people to go out and mention you? And of course, how are they going to know about you? What is going to be the way that you're going to reach out to them? So you also add that to this section. Then you also have to, what type of promotion, what type of advertising. Please know that marketing and branding are two different things. So when you're marketing, you have a call to action. And then when you're branding, you just want recognition of your name. So sometimes at an event, I would sponsor because I want people to be familiar with my company name. But I know that the sales on that are going to be very, slim. It's not a call to action, but at least they're familiar, so that when we're networking again or looking for ways to connect with those customers that saw my ad, you definitely want to make sure that they know your company name and that they know the services that you provide. So brochures, I know that a lot of people are not using brochures anymore, or flyers, but I still believe in flyers. I do believe that, when you give a form to someone that's short and simple, to the point, not over wordy, nothing that the client's going to be like, oh my God, this is too much information, I can't keep up. Remember, people don't like to read. Only I like to read. Very few of us like to read. Most people want it short and simple. So keep it short and simple when you're doing your flyers, even when you're posting on social media. Keep it to the point. Maybe a video or visual will be more helpful to get the customers to know about your products. Public relations. I love public relations. I love networking. I love getting to meet new people and then following up with probably coffee or maybe a lunch and getting to know what they do. Sometimes when I network, I am looking for teams. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is sometimes when I am outside in the field, all I'm doing is looking for people that I can refer my customers. So I'm looking for the attorney, I'm looking for the accountant, I'm looking for a realtor, I'm looking for maybe marketing specialists, because my customers that are small business owners are going to need for me to refer them other people. So that's important that you know who's going to be your team, who can you refer your customer, because because you're only as good as the person that you refer. So if you're referring a good team, people will remember you, and you will become the go-to person. So always have resources with you. Make sure that when people ask you a question, that you know where to send them. Someone that you trust, someone that you've already done business with, or someone that has a great reputation or an expertise. You must try to do it that way, because people will first of all, will be grateful that you took the time to refer them and help the client at the same time. So it's a win-win situation. And other times when I go to networking is to see if I can build a relationship or referrals. I mean, okay, I'll send you clients. What clients can you send me? I'm having coffee on Thursday to build that type of rapport with someone that I was introduced to, and hopefully it will work out. So the public relationship is fantastic. I love meeting new people. So make sure that you know enough new people that you can refer. You make sure that you are advertising simple and to the point. Video is huge today. Make sure that people, when they're getting that message, that they know what exactly you're offering. Keep it simple, people. And of course, sales. Oh, who doesn't like sales? I mean, without a sale, there is nothing. There is nothing. There's no, I apologize, the phone rang. There's nothing, there's no money if there is no sales. So sales is fantastic. And the reason I love sales is because I love my product. I really believe that insurance is a great product for our customers. I really know that this is the best plan they can put in place when life hits, because life hits, right? We've all been through something. Life has taken us either through a storm or maybe something happened in the community, affected your business, and your office or your business got affected because the business down the block got shut down or whatever. So just know that when you're sharing about your sales, show that passion. Make sure that you're letting them know that you truly believe in why is it a good product, whatever your product may be. Make sure that you are writing down what's your recruiting strategies, how you're going to train, how you're going to compensate, what's your sales process. Now, in my office, it's myself and two gentlemen who are in sales in our office. And let me tell you, I have learned that even though script is wonderful, I found that these guys do better when they come very natural, because they're very knowledgeable in the product and they're able to sell it without really salesy. I don't like that salesy approach. I don't like to be aggressive, come to me, just do business with me. I'll approach you a couple of times. If you're not ready to buy, I would not be that type of person of pushing over and over. So what is your sales process? What's the format of how you're going to reach to a client, and are you going to call them multiple times? How many times? What's your follow-up process? How many phone calls you're going to make? What's your closing ratio? These are very detailed processes that you have to add. Prioritize, select what's the highest potential. Who's your ideal client? And for me, my ideal client is a homeowners and a small business owner. Those are my ideal clients. Why? Because this type of client tends to stay with you. They appreciate you giving them the information and following up with them, and making sure that they're properly insured. And so I love a homeowner and a business owner. I sell insurance to all my auto owners also, but I find that I do very well with a homeowner and a small business owner. So then you also have to track how many calls did you make, how many of those became complete sales, and what was the average dollar that you made per client. And then try to make it better, the process better, because you don't want to spend 6, 7, 8 times with one client and only make very little, right? It's not worth it. So then you have to study who is that client and what can I make per client. Is the client a good payer? Are they appreciative of your time? Do they understand that your follow-up system costs you money? All of that is important. And I will go into this a little bit more detail another time, but this is for the business plan. Make sure that you have this written down. I'm so excited. I love marketing and I love sales. And now that we do the social media and even doing these videos, to me, who's my target audience? Let's talk about me a little bit in reference to why am I doing these videos with the journey of an entrepreneur? Well, because my target audience is that person, you, that have been thinking about opening a business. Or how about you that started the business and things are not going so smoothly and you're not sure why? This is who my client is. This is who I want to talk to. This is who I want to build a relationship with. Not only because I can offer them insurance, but because I can give them really great advice on how to make their business run smoothly. And so that is who my target audience is. So when you're doing your videos, make sure you're targeting who is your client. Make sure that they know when they hear that video that it's short and to the point, that they understand that you are talking to them. So again, happy Valentine's Day. Big hugs to everyone. What a fantastic day to share your love. My name is Esther Tanez. I want to keep it short and simple. Section 6, marketing and sales. And I hope this was helpful. I'll answer all the questions that were sent to me on Facebook. I'll send you your answers quickly. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Ciao.